If willpower worked, you'd already be living the life you want. Seriously, think about that for a second. You've had goals, and you meant them. And you've told yourself, this time it's different, many times. Yet somehow, you still end up back in the same place, same stress, same habits, same financial struggles that feel impossible to escape, same quiet promise to yourself that you'll try harder tomorrow. Here's the truth. It's not a motivation problem. It's not a discipline problem. It's because your subconscious is stronger than your goals. Now, most never really hear this. You don't actually live by your goals. You live by your defaults. Your goals only run your life when things feel easy. But the moment pressure hits, when you're tired, anxious, or overwhelmed, your brain hands control to what's familiar, the patterns that keep you stuck. You know that moment when you open your laptop, ready to work, and you just don't. You check something, open a new tab, scroll for a second, avoid the exact thing you said mattered, and later you wonder, why did I do that again? Now, you know. You didn't suddenly become lazy. You got reset. The part most people don't realize is, you don't rise to your goals under pressure. You fall back to your defaults. Defaults decide how you eat when you're tired, how you spend when you're anxious, how you work when you're overwhelmed, how you think when things feel uncertain. Discipline only works when life is calm. But life isn't lived in calm moments, it's lived inside pressure. And under pressure, your nervous system does something very specific. It stops experimenting. It reduces thinking. It runs the old programs, not because they're good for you, but because they're familiar. Let's just pause here. If this is hitting close to home, do something small, but intentional. Ignore hitting like if you don't want change. Ignore smashing subscribe if you're happy staying stuck. But if you're ready to step away from the old you, make the click, send the signal to yourself, show that you're done running by default. If you did, you just proved something to yourself. Here's where most people go wrong. They think the solution is more effort, so they try harder. Add more rules, more pressure, more self-criticism, and all that really does is trigger the reset faster. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. Your brain doesn't want you to be successful. It wants you safe. And to your subconscious, safe means familiar. Even if familiar looks like stress. Even if familiar looks like struggling. Even if familiar looks like staying just below your potential. This is why progress can feel uncomfortable. Why things start working, and then you somehow mess them up. Why calm can feel wrong. Why stability can feel off. You're not afraid of failing. You're afraid of leaving the identity you've been living in. So no, goals don't change lives. Defaults do. And defaults don't change because you get inspired. They change because you interrupt them. Here's the simplest way to start. It's not a routine you have to follow. It's not a complicated system to master. Just a single, simple default interrupt. The moment you notice stress, avoidance, or that foggy feeling creeping in, ask yourself, what would my old self do right now? Notice it. Name it in your mind. Don't act on it. Then ask, what small step proves this isn't the old me? Not perfect, not heroic. Just one tiny action that interrupts the old pattern and proves you can act differently. That's how you retrain your system, not with force, with proof. Now this next part really matters. If part of you keeps undoing your progress, that's not because you're broken, it's protection. And that's exactly what I break down in the next video. The part of you that wants to fail, how your subconscious protects you, and where the real fix lives. The audio tool included helps recondition it automatically. This video showed you what's been happening. The next one shows you how to take control of it. You're not inconsistent. You're not broken. You're just being run by an old default, and defaults can be changed. Stepping further away from the old you is simple. The next video is where you can lock it in. Skip it, and your old default keeps holding you back.